Here's a bit of a hot take. I think every person who's born has a purpose. Everyone can be as famous as Michael Jackson, okay? Everyone can be as strong as Eddie Hall. Everyone can be as fast as Usain Bolt. We have the capacity. Whether you believe it or not, it's true. We have the potential. I think that most people nowadays, though, we don't really see that potential because we constantly go on social media for self-validation when we can't love ourselves, so we look at other sources to love us, if that makes sense. Society wants you to believe that there's a perfect solution to something. There isn't. It's impossible. We're not perfect. Nothing in this universe is perfect. Literally nothing. From the smallest atoms, right, they decay, right? That's radiation. Even sunlight is not perfect. Having too much sunlight can kill you because of radiation. Even humans, I mean, we're not going to live forever. Even technology that we built, okay, eventually they're going to get old, they're going to run out of battery, or, you know, they're going to become too outdated. Earth, the sun will die eventually. Yeah, it'll take a long time, but you can't call it perfect. You can't say it's going to be here forever. It's not perfect. Humans as well, we're not perfect. It's just impossible. And yet people want you to believe that you can be perfect. People want you to believe that you can be a perfect human being, be kind, you know, give all your money away to charity, or give most of your money away to charity, you know, help other people. Other people who say that, they forget that we're constantly battling our own emotions. You know, we have feelings too, you know. Everyone has feelings. Other people have feelings as well, but we need to focus. I know this is a bit selfish, but we need to focus on our own feelings, because if we're not happy with ourselves, how can we make other people happy? If we can't even forgive ourselves for mistakes we've made in the past, how can we be expected to forgive other people for those same mistakes? Those certain people who say, oh, this world is fucked and, you know, there's no one's communicating anymore, those, you don't even know. They could probably be the same people who also just like love going on their phones and they don't want to communicate. You know, it's all fucked up. I'm not saying I'm perfect as well. I made some mistakes that I'm not proud of. What I'm saying is, like, humanity has the potential for so many things that no other animal does. We have the ability to communicate, if we want to literally everyone on this planet. We can learn languages. Tell me another animal or species that can literally learn another language or invent another language, you know? Okay, it's difficult, sure, but you think other birds can speak to, like, other animals, you know, like how the way we speak to other people? You think like wolves can speak to like cats or something? No, they can only like show their frustration through their facial features, and that's about it, you know. But we humans, like, we have the ability to show kindness to everyone, right? See wolf packs, right? Together they're like in like 5 or 6, okay? They're like completely close. They're like the best friends. When it comes to other wolves and other animals and other predators, they're very aggressive, right? Even if it's their own kind, but they're not part of the wolf pack, they're gonna be aggressive. But as humans, like, we have the ability to show kindness to literally anyone. We can do that. It's possible. It's been proven. Some humans have done it before us. That means other humans can do it as well. At the same time, we also have the ability to be even worse than animals. We tend to make other people suffer, and some people enjoy making other people suffer. Some people, you know, some people don't care about anything but themselves. Some people are selfish, like to an extreme where they want to make other people suffer just so they can be better. That's why there's a yin and a yang, right? For every yin, there's going to be a yang. For every goodness, there's going to be evil. For every kindness, there's going to be hatred. You know, for every love, there's going to be hate. That's how it works. It's impossible to be perfect all the time, you know? But I think we're also capable of another thing, which is forgiveness. We can forgive other people, we can forgive our mistakes, and we can learn from it. And we don't have to wait like millions of years, you know, evolution, you know. Other animals repeat the same mistakes generations after generations after generations, but we actually learn from our mistakes. We learn that, all right, if I overcook this food, it's gonna taste like shit. So I'm gonna cook it to a good amount so that it tastes good. You know what I mean? And then we're less likely to make that mistake, and we're gonna teach it to our kids, like, this is how you cook. Some people, they just can't forgive others because they can't even forgive themselves sometimes. Because social media tells you, I mean, it depends on what side. But sometimes it tells you that you're not at fault here, you did nothing wrong, or it could tell you that it is all your fault and you're a failure and you're a horrible person. But what I want to tell you is that there is always going to be hope, even in the worst of people. Even in, I know there's some people you hate, in politicians or whatever, even in those people, there's still a possibility for kindness. Right? I don't care what you say, there is going to be kindness. Okay, I'm not going to say the names because I don't want this video to get flagged, but in every person, in every good person, there's going to be a little bit of evil. In every evil person, there's always going to be a little bit of goodness, right? That's what we have to remember. And, instead of dehumanizing them and, treating them like animals, how about we treat them like actual human beings and forgive them? And forgiving other people starts with forgiving yourself. And when you're able to forgive yourself, that's when you're going to be able to forgive other people, okay? And help other people out. Getting dark, I'm going to have to go. I want to enjoy the sunset a little bit more. But anyway, it was lovely to talk to you, and I'll see you in the next one, alright?